I have a scar on my leg. Which one? Left, right, left. Hard to tell. Teeny tiny now. You would hardly see it now. You wouldn't even know it was there unless I told you. When I was 3 years old, I was at my gran and grandpa's. One of my favourite places, two of my favourite people. The house was full of one of my favourite smells. Soup. My granny's soup. The kind of soup that holds precious memories. I've often tried to recreate it, but that exact taste, I can still remember it. Always seems to evade me. Broth, lentil, always made with proper stock. Ham, chicken, boil the bones. That's what everybody did. Waste not, want not. It was a Sunday. Well, it was usually a Sunday when we went to visit. This Sunday was no different to any other. All the adults were blethering away, the gentle hum of their voices always comforting to me. The anticipation and the appetising prospect of Granny's delicious soup was a point of great delight for me. I aimed myself towards the stool by the table. My stool. My own personal Everest. Granny was busy ladling out the soup and putting the plates and spoons on the table. Everyone was chatting away, with no idea of what I was about to do. I pulled myself up onto the stool, a wee bit wobbly, but I felt pleased as punch that I managed to do it without any help from the grown-ups. I was, however, still on my tummy, satisfied with this position, and a whole height of a kitchen stool closer to my goal, I knew I could go the whole hog. My wee hand reaches up to the table to grab the edge of the table, all the better to pull myself up into a sitting position so I could enjoy Granny's delicious soup. But instead of finding the edge of the table, my wee hand finds the edge of a soup plate full of fresh, hot soup. I managed to just catch the edge of it and the plate flips over, splattering its precious cargo of super hot soup all over my legs. Screams. Mine, I think. Dad sprang into action. Woolly tights quickly ripped off, then into the car, on my mum's knee, all the way to Glasgow Royal Infirmary, which was only a 10-minute drive away. It must have felt like an eternity. Dad always knew what to do. I remember when I was a teenager, he burned his hand spilling a whole pot of tea. He hadn't made a sound, just plunged it into a bowl of cold water and watched in fascination as the blister formed. In later years, as his dementia progressed, it became almost unbearable, seeing him so powerless, unable to make even the smallest decision. Dementia literally shrinks your brain, so it's no wonder he couldn't remember what he'd just had for breakfast 5 minutes previously. But you ask him about his national service. Oh, he could tell you in great detail about firing the big guns up in Orkney and about a lovely wee lassie he met up there. Or ask him about the medals he won for swimming and boxing, and his face would light up with a huge smile. He had a particularly detailed memories about his boxing career. He was knocked out one match, and even though he won, that was the night my mum asked him to give up the boxing when they got married. And he did. Because he loved her. And his driving force his entire life was to provide for her and his family. One of his lovely carers used to sing to him, and he loved to join in. To this day, I can't hear the song, "You Are My Sunshine," without bursting into tears. Talk about medals. His carers all deserved one. I couldn't do what they did. All the nurses too. They all deserve a medal. Fortunately for me, on that fateful night, it turned out that the Royal had the best burns unit in the country. Not like a Rabbie Burns unit, that would be weird. All the nurses speaking in verse. But it did mean I was treated quickly and brilliantly, and although the bandages were itchy and the rebandaging painful, thanks to those amazing nurses and my quick-thinking, wonderful dad, I escaped without a visible scar and with my love of my granny's soup still intact.